We got some Whompers here. We got some. Let's double up for those who are in the podcast audience. You're gonna get two of our biggest awards here because that's how we spread them out here. We give some big ones, give some little ones.
That's what we do.
Best pop.
Best pop album. We have Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny. We have MOTOMAMI by ROSALÍA. We have Multitude by Stromae. So I kind of just want to go on a tangent right here. We have 3 foreign language records to start for our best pop album. No one fucking does this like we do.
Tres.
Drei.
Or in the case of Stromae, trois.
Trois, yeah.
I literally only know trois as a number in French because of. Then we have Midnights by Taylor Swift, Hold the Girl by Rina Sawayama, Harry's House by Harry Styles, and then Crash by Charli XCX. But you love recording in person. It's fine.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking great. Or dry in my language.
So you got real lucky there. But yeah, no. First of all,
pop.
I see you Grammys, doing one nomination that is foreign language for best pop, and we give you 3.
Exactly.
Easily, because like not just trying to even pander or anything like that, but because like you had 3 heavy hitters this year for sure.
Oh yeah.
Especially in the Spanish language, let's say with Bad Bunny and ROSALÍA representing ROSALÍA from Spain, and of course Bad Bunny from Puerto Rico. And we've said for the past couple years, especially on Audioface, that the Spanish language music, they have the most passionate audiences around the world, but a lot of time the bands that they're hyping up are bands from other countries. A lot from Europe, a lot from America, a decent amount from Korea and Japan over the past couple years and things like that. But now you're starting to get some, I mean, not just starting, because you've had them throughout the past, but at least in this generation, you're getting some really big heavy hitters musically. Okay. And so I think we kind of talked up at least the first two. I mean, Bad Bunny, Stadium Killer is like every single, like, much like, Bad Bunny is getting to be one of those artists, much like Taylor Swift, more on her in a moment, where Ticketmaster just like cannot keep up with him.
Right.
Keep up with them. Too popular. ROSALÍA's MOTOMAMI, mixing the amount of pop with the amount of experimentation she did, just like hats off, amazing. Pulling from decades of music, decades of like real musical talent, just like absolute queen shit. Stromae, speak to that, please.
Stromae, fantastic Belgian musician who this is his kind of comeback record. He is huge in Europe, very big, and he didn't release an album for almost a decade, I would say. He kind of quit and just stayed a quiet life for a while and came back with an amazing record. Multitude is just one of those things that I think it really can transcend languages and transcend barriers of just Europe, whereas even breaking into the American market a bit as well. And it's just a fantastic record. I think it just top to bottom just does everything really well.
I would agree with that. There are just moments of it. You don't have to even understand the language so clearly. It just is viscerally emotional.
Yeah.
Midnights by Taylor Swift.
Fantastic record. It grew on me a lot. At first listen, I wasn't a big fan of it. Wasn't a big fan of the first half of the record, but as the more I listened to it, the more it grew on me, and especially that second half of the record, I thought is fantastic and is some of Taylor's best work. I think her and Jack Antonoff work very well as a team. They kind of know each other well now to the point where they know the production style, they know what sound they want to make, and everything goes well. And her lyricism on here, everything it's heavy hitting. It's really good stuff, talking about like her record labels and other stuff, and it's cool to hear that from her and all of that onto it, and not just these normal pop motifs. But she's really come into her own the past 5 years, I would say.
I really appreciate how Jack Antonoff, I won't say it's all Jack Antonoff, but I think together all the people kind of producing Taylor Swift, good. You pushed her in some places that you got a little bit from Folklore and Evermore, which I really appreciated, but then putting him into kind of like that dark pop motif that's really popular these days. Rina Sawayama's Hold the Girl, really phenomenal. Dirty Hit and Associates, keep pumping the hits.
Dude, Dirty Hit and Associates just go hard.
Yeah, it's a little bit understated. It came out in like that rush of albums in the fall that was really good, but I think it was just really phenomenal execution. Like, this is mini Lady Gaga territory. I don't even say that lightly because I really love Lady Gaga.
It's a very good record.
I'm a little monster in disguise. Many people are saying this.
You have Harry's House by Harry Styles. I think is his best record, his best solo record and project by far. I think he's really coming into his own as a solo pop artist. He's now transcended the One Direction label and everything. Is now just Harry Styles. People
Now,
know him just as that.
I'd say he has before. Definitely has now.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the good upward trajectory of his work.
100%.
He had gained a bit of my respect before. And that's being a little
bit,
bit, yeah. But like,
yeah.
you know, he has continued to gain my respect as like an artist outside of being a pop, you know, boy band thing, because that's definitely a little bit of a sting you're going to have for sure. But he's definitely earned it. I'll say right now, not my favorite pop thing of this year.
No, but it's still a very good record.
Yeah, but very good. And Crash by Charli XCX. Same thing. Not my favorite pop thing of this year, but one of my favorite pop artists in general has really come into her own. I think did a really solid album that I think will hopefully set her up for being able to change into a different but more cohesive sound going forward.
I agree with that. Yes.
Winner.
So, who is yours? I'm interested to hear you. I'm very, very interested to hear.
I think we can both narrow down Charli XCX, as I just mentioned, and maybe Harry Styles.
Yeah, those ones I don't, for sure.
I think I'm fine to take away Rina Sawayama.
Okay.
Are you good to? Well, I'm okay with nominating, but not even putting in the final three Stromae.
That's fine. Yeah.
So Taylor Swift's Midnights, Rosalia's Motomami, and Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny.
To me, it's Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny. I think is the best. It's just, it plays through. It's cohesive. It really gets the whole Latin flair. It's just.
It's also experimental in its own right. I'd say it definitely leans a little bit more poppy than Motomami, which is, you know, more than my taste, but it's a great job. And I have found that there are like a song here or there that Rosalia and Bad Bunny have done together, and that's just like some of my favorite music.
It's fucking good, right?
Make good stuff. But even though the Spaniards stole so much shit from Latin America. Anyways, I am happy giving Un Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny that award. I mean, this is pop music that has become transcendent of its own language.
Absolutely.
Like, Sean and I don't even understand 50% of it, and we still enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I understand more than you, though.
Absolutely.
Just a little bit.